I want you guys to close your eyes real quick. Picture a game so important that 95% of fans are watching. A game that will decide who is the best in the world. Imagine that game going into the bottom of the ninth. One of the best starters in baseball comes out to close the game. And with 2 outs, one of the greatest hitters of all time steps in. Imagine the count goes full. One pitch can decide everything. With over 4.8 million people watching.
3-2 from Ohtani. He throws. Trout strikes out swinging. Ohtani and Japan celebrate a World Baseball Classic championship.
If that didn't get you hyped, I don't know what will. That was one of the most storybook endings to one of the greatest tournaments I have ever seen. What's going on, guys? It's the King of 161st Street. I'm back with another video, and the World Baseball Classic just made baseball cool again. How else would you want to write that story? Mike Trout versus Shohei, 2 teammates going at it. 94% of Japanese televisions watching the game. A rating of 4.8 million people watching this game. Absolutely insane. And Japan comes out on top. As you saw, they get the strikeout. Look, I predicted it. I think a lot of people did. When you saw the American pitching staff, you said that's probably not going to be enough. Now, credit to Merrill Kelly, a guy who I forgot in my last video, but credit to him, he did not have a bad start. The bats did not come to life, and did not come to life in the right situations. It's not for lack of opportunities. They had opportunities in 4 innings to get something going. And even in that bottom of the ninth that ended up the way it did, they had the leadoff runner on. The Americans just didn't do enough to win this game, but this isn't even about that. Look, this tournament did so much for Major League Baseball and for baseball around the globe. It made teams like Australia look at the ABL and say, look, we got guys who can compete. They made it to the knockout stages. When I originally saw Australia on there, I thought they were a throwaway team. I said that division is definitely going to Korea and Japan, and we're going to just throw away the Czech Republic. We're going to throw away Australia. Those 2 teams, they both showed, look, we got players. And for the Czech Republic, they don't even have full-time players. Their manager's a fucking brain surgeon, for Christ's sake. This tournament, like I said before the tournament started, this was the chance for baseball to go global, and it did exactly that. What an amazing tournament to put on right before the start of the regular season for Major League Baseball. This was such a good advertisement for Major League Baseball to be like, look, you want to see 162 games of just that? Come watch Major League Baseball. You want to see a postseason that is more filled with straight up storylines like this tournament was in the knockout stages? Go watch in October. This was incredible for the game of baseball. Maybe not here in the States, because here in the States, you had people like Keith Olbermann, the KFC Barstool fuckhead. A lot of these people coming out because certain players got injured. Injuries happen. It's a part of sports. And the way some of these players got injured, yes, the Jose Altuve injury was baseball specific, but the way Edwin Diaz got injured, he was going to get injured anyway. I'm sorry to say it, but if your leg is popping due to jumping up and down as a professional athlete, it's one of 2 things. Either 1, it was an injury that was bound to happen soon and probably would have happened the next time he saw the mound, or 2, he has some terribly weak ligaments and he probably shouldn't be a professional athlete. I am willing to say it's the former. It was an injury waiting to happen. You never want to see an injury. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it sort of seemed like it was inevitable. To blame the WBC for that is absolutely asinine in my opinion. I've already been over that a ton. This tournament, it made baseball cool outside of the States. Japan, Like, it's already highly touted sport out in Japan. Now, there's nothing more popular in Japan now. This sport has hit heights that it has never seen before. To get 4.88 million people watching, there was only one major league game in the last couple years that actually topped that. And it was the Field of Dreams game between the Yankees and Red Sox. This tournament did wonders of getting new fans. And look, if the American audience is not going to attach to baseball anymore, that's fine. You have to adjust. And you know what? Baseball just found their way to adjust. And it's getting the global fan base to rally together and make this sport one of the biggest in the world, not just in the States. There's going to be a lot more competition in 2026. I am so glad that it is confirmed that this tournament is coming back. The amount of opportunity this has brought, the amount of hype this has brought to the sport, it is unparalleled to anything I have ever seen. Even better than what the World Cup just did back in December of 2022. This was what baseball needed. This injected life into fans. This injected life into non-fans. This injected the baseball juice into anyone who was watching. And if you're new to this ride, come join, because it only gets better from here. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time with mostly Yankees news from now on. Take care and peace.